Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today, since it's been a while since I've given an update on the books I've recently read and new things I've gotten, I thought I'd kind of just do a whole combination of all of that in today's video. So I think it's probably best to start with some of the books I've recently read, which since it's been about a month since I've recorded is a lot to get through. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the last book that I told you about was To Carve a Fey Heart, but I may be completely wrong here. And then I read The Prison Healer, which I did really enjoy, and the next book, The Gilded Cage, which I also really enjoyed. I still haven't gotten to the third one. I read Radio Silence, which is this platonic love story, and that's a really sweet book as well. Then I read two romances, Not My Problem and She Drives Me Crazy, which were both okay, but I think I preferred She Drives Me Crazy. Then, since I went on a school trip to Spain recently and it was really fun, because of all the travelling, I listened to an audiobook of Caraval, and I definitely recommend reading this book as an audiobook because it was just really fun and immersive when you read it that way, especially with the whimsical writing style. So I really enjoyed that. However, since so we have these two characters called Scarlett and Teller. This book is in Scarlett's perspective, but I don't really like Teller, so I'm not sure if I'm going to continue the series. I might just skip ahead to Once Upon a Broken Heart now that I've read the first one and sort of have some background for the world. Then I read The Girl with All the Gifts, and I did enjoy that. That's this thriller horror type book, and it took me quite a while to read, at least 2 weeks I think, but it was a really good book. And then the most recent book I've read was The Yellow Wallpaper, and that's actually probably one of the highest rated books that I read recently. It was really fun and enlightening, and it is a short story, so if those aren't for you, even if those aren't for you, I definitely recommend this one because it has this way of making you so immersed so quickly. Once I finished reading, I genuinely felt like I was in the location of the book the entire time. And it's kind of about this woman slowly going insane, thinking her wallpaper is changing. And then right now, I'm currently reading The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. So I really enjoyed the first few chapters. I'm on page 70 right now. And I enjoyed the first few chapters, but the actual fantasy element of it has been introduced. And I'm not sure how I feel because it's kind of one of those second chance at life type books. And I don't know, something about them I find kind of dull. I'm definitely going to try to finish this because I got this as a gift for my birthday. And my friend who gave it to me really likes it. So speaking of which, my birthday was about a month ago. And I did get quite a few books from my friends for that. And yeah, this was one of them. I also got these 3 books. So, The Serpent and the Dove, I got a new copy because mine got damaged and my friend was really nice and knew that really bothered me. I got The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. Let's pretend I pronounced that correctly. I started reading this when I was 9 years old, but all of the swearing really bothered me. But now that I'm a lot older, I think I'm definitely going to give it another try, but I'm thinking it won't be as bad. And then I also got The House of Earth and Blood, which I have already read, but I only had the second book physically, and that's really weird. I also really love this book cover way more than the other ones. So I'm going to wait until the third one's in this style before getting it. And then I also got some other small gifts. So I got this necklace from my sister, and my friend got me this beautiful bottle lamp thing that lights up. And I think it's just adorable. Scented candles. And this one is genuinely one of the nicest smells ever. This is from my mum. So I'm very, very happy about that. This is probably seeming like a really chaotic video, but that's just because my mind's very chaotic right now and I have a lot of things I want to share. So those are my physical TBR books. However, I did buy some before that I didn't show, so I'm also going to get those. I have so many books currently I'm reading. Not reading, need to get to the reading. Okay, so this is, wait one moment. This is the updated physical TBR, which you know, it could be worse. It could be worse. So we have The Book Thief, which I showed you, The Midnight Library, which I'm reading, Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte, which I will get to. I said that a while ago, but I will get to this. We Hunt the Flame, which I will get to. Ria, if you're watching this, I will get to this book. Then we have A Study in Drowning by Ava Reid, which I'm really excited for, because the whole vibe of this book, the dark academia, is really good for autumn term, so that's exciting. Okay. The Atlas Paradox, which I've also had for a while, and I will continue this series. I just need the motivation to read adult fiction, because adult fiction is just more brain concentration. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which I'm also really excited for and I really want to read this autumn. We have, and lastly, The Poppy War, which I've also had for a while. So only one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, only 8 books. That's really not that bad. I know people who have things over 100, so. And by know people, I mean I watch a lot of BookTube. And then another change that's recently happened is I reorganized my bookshelves. Now I have completely dismantled it to show you all of these books. However, you can kind of see, oh, there's you. You can kind of see what I've done. I've just changed it up a bit to make the room feel a bit more fresh and everything. And I really like it. I love changing up my bookshelves, and I also did a recount, but that recount was before I bought and was gifted many books, so we're probably along the lines of like 90 something. We're really close to that 100, which means I'm 10% through my goal. I'd really love to have my own library one day, which is 1,000 books, but I feel like that's going to be quite a few years, so I have no problem with taking this slowly. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. And you might also see that plant there. My mum got that for me to decorate my room, and I really love it because it just adds a lot more green and it makes my room feel less boring. I still need to put lots of posters like all over there, but that can come in the future. And then, moving on again, I have been doing a lot of book journaling recently, and I've really been enjoying it. So I've been loving getting into this autumn vibe. I never used to be like that excited by autumn, but I think when you really start to just look at all the beautiful trees and just think of it in the good ways rather than the freezing weather and all the miserable dying plants, it's really nice. It's so cozy, and the colours are, again, absolutely gorgeous. So it's helped me to just enjoy seasons more and just find the beauty in each one individually. So I made an autumn spread like this. I was really happy with how this turned out. I had to print all the books in my school library, and I drew this picture here, and I'm really happy with how that turned out. And then you might see some ripped pages like here where my finger is, and that's from an old copy of The Hunger Games that my school gave to me because they were otherwise just going to throw it away, and I thought it would be really nice to include scraps of paper to make it seem a lot more, I don't know the word, but I think it helps with the vibe. It was lots of fun doing this because I used lots of my scrapbooking supplies, which I also do, but it's kind of nice to do it on a smaller scale because my scrapbooks are a lot bigger. Because of school and everything like that, it has been harder to find time to record and edit and make thumbnails, but I am going to try to do that more often because I really do enjoy making videos. My break, half term, is in a few weeks, which means I'm going to try to record 2, so that I can do them more consistently and just try to find more of a balance between uploading. I had a lot of tests these last few weeks, and most of them are over now, so I don't have to spend as much time studying. However, I do get lots of tests this year, especially in December and April times, basically all the holiday times. So that's going to take up a lot of my time. However, I'm still going to make sure I find time to do YouTube because it really is a passion of mine. And on that note, I am going to end this chaotic video here. I've got an exciting video idea planned for next week, probably, maybe, who knows. And thank you so much for watching if you've made it this far. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and make sure you give any recommendations you have in the comments. Goodbye.